Do you know what the 21-foot rule is and why it exists? Watch and find out.
Did you catch that? Let's watch it again. That assault took 1.5 seconds. Hey, it's the Range Ronin. Let's explore the 21-foot rule's validity and legal context. This presentation will explore the origins, empirical basis, legal standing, and practical implications of this concept. By the end of this presentation, you should have an understanding of its role in self-defense training and use of force scenarios.
Hey, I'm talking to you! You think you just walk away? Get back here right now! I'm warning you!
The 21-foot rule is a widely discussed concept in self-defense and law enforcement circles. It suggests that an attacker armed with a knife can cover a distance of 21 feet and potentially assault a defender with a holstered handgun before the defender can draw and fire their weapon. This concept highlights the critical importance of understanding reaction times and threat assessment in close quarters encounters. The 21-foot rule, also known as the Tueller drill, specifically refers to a concept developed by Lieutenant Dennis Tueller of the Salt Lake City Police Department in 1983. Tueller's study aimed to determine how quickly an attacker with an edged weapon could close a distance and engage an officer. He found that the average person could cover 21 feet in approximately 1.5 seconds. This time frame was roughly equivalent to the time it took an average trained officer to recognize a threat, draw a holstered firearm, and fire 2 shots at a target. The core finding emphasized that an assailant within 21 feet could pose an immediate and potentially lethal threat before a firearm could be effectively deployed.
What are you looking at? You want some of this? Pull that! Let's go!
The original Tueller drill involved controlled conditions to demonstrate a specific timing challenge. This experiment highlighted a reactionary gap where the person reacting, the defender, is at a disadvantage compared to the person initiating the action, the attacker. The rule demonstrates this critical reaction time, rather than being a rigid, always applicable distance. Subsequent research and reevaluations have nuanced these findings, often highlighting the influence of variables such as training, the attacker's intent, and environmental factors. While the drill effectively illustrates the speed at which a close-range threat can materialize, it is based on assumptions like a holstered weapon and average reaction times. Some studies suggest that 21 feet may not be a safe distance, with an individual needing to be approximately 32 feet away for 95% of officers to draw and fire a single shot.
Wait. What? Did I just hear what I think he said?
Yes, I said 32 feet away for 95% of officers to draw and fire a single shot. The 21-foot concept serves as a guideline to understand the time-distance relationship in a dynamic threat scenario. The 21-foot rule is not a legal statute or bright-line rule that dictates when force is justified in court. Instead, it functions as a training concept that informs an officer or civilian's perception of threat and reasonable response.
This court evaluates the use of force based on the totality of the circumstances and the reasonable person standard.
This means that all facts known to the officer or civilian at the time, including the perceived immediate danger, are considered. The concept of the 21-foot rule might be part of the context considered in assessing perceived imminent danger, but it is not a definitive legal threshold for using deadly force. For instance, an individual armed with a knife within 21 feet is potentially a deadly threat, warranting a firearm to be ready, but it does not automatically justify deadly force unless the suspect takes an overt action indicating intent to harm.
The Supreme Court has affirmed that the totality of the circumstances inquiry has no time limit and includes relevant events leading up to the use of force, not just the moment of the threat.
Give me your money, wallet, everything, now!
The 21-foot concept is widely applied in self-defense training for both law enforcement and civilians. It highlights the importance of situational awareness, creating distance, and rapid response when confronted with a close-range threat. The rule serves as a reminder that an attacker with a close-range weapon can pose an immediate threat even from what might seem like a safe distance. This concept is a training tool designed to develop tactical awareness and decision-making under pressure, rather than a prescriptive rule for engagement. Understanding this principle encourages individuals to practice quick and efficient weapon deployment, if applicable, and to prioritize avoiding close-quarter confrontations when possible. To sum this up, distance is your friend. The greater the distance, the more time you have to react. In short, lengthen the reactionary gap. Well, this wraps up yet another chapter in the Range Ronin Chronicles. I hope that you found the information in this presentation useful. Until we meet again, take care of yourself, stay vigilant, stay armed, and stay safe wherever your journeys take you.